What's up, you guys? It's 2021, so I thought I'd showcase the gym that I'm going to be using into the new year. It's the gym, pretty much this setup I recommend to most people who want fun, efficient, effective workouts. Doesn't cost a lot of money, has a very low footprint in the house, and in my opinion gets the job done for building muscle and just having kind of functional fitness type related workouts in the home. Very low impact, I'd say, as well. So what I'm going to get into first is this Weider Ultimate Bodyworks machine. I recommend this and talk about this a lot in my channel. It's at $214 roughly on Amazon. It used to be like in the 100s a couple years ago, but even at $214, I don't think that's really a bad price considering if you were to get like a baseline total gym, because this is kind of like a knockoff total gym. A baseline total gym with the actual foot pad is going to be at least $399. And again, when you consider, I've had this thing since 2010, it's still holding up fine, so I don't see any need to really replace it. I do definitely use it frequently, but if you're someone who's kind of on the fence about getting this stuff, you want a low cost of entry, that's why I'm kind of putting these things out there. But again, I haven't gone wrong with buying things really inexpensively yet. So you're seeing me kind of do a variety of workouts, but I'll price point it at $214 and put that in the calculator. And if you, next thing I'll get is like a squat rack. I just got mine a few weeks ago. It was $119 when I got it. Notice it says $229, $219. Just keep checking back, because it definitely goes back down to approximately $119 on Amazon. It just goes in and out of stock, but it will come back in stock. So I'll price point this again at $119. If you guys kind of find this, but at the time of this video it's at a little bit higher, but definitely check back, it will be coming in stock. And then the next thing that I recommend, if you're going to open up some doors to having a squat rack or some sort of pull-up bar, would be a suspension trainer. I've had TRXs for years. This is, granted, it's a little more expensive, it's $129, so I just recommend maybe like a knockoff. It's like $37. You can even find videos online where you actually can make these things, but in my opinion, 37 bucks, isn't a whole lot to just invest in something that looks pretty comparable. But it opens up a lot of different exercises. Just having this set up alone with the squat rack does a lot, and that's why I'll give you guys kind of an option. I want to showcase some exercises that you can do on this thing, but with the next recommendation I'll show you guys is something else that maybe you might want to consider an either or, but both in my opinion are great additions to a very minimalist setup that really does a lot, again, for the money that you're going to be getting. So keep in mind, you guys can check out these exercises and workouts on my channel if you guys are interested in kind of seeing these types of things. I'll definitely be showcasing more in the future, so definitely feel free to check those out. The next thing I'm recommending is around the same price point. It's basically some sort of a pulley system. There's a lot of pulley systems online. This one I found was actually the cheapest. It's also on Amazon, where some of these kind of go up to like $69, $70. This was basically $37 again. And I like this one because it has this little strap at the end, which makes it a little more creative with things you can attach to it. So if you don't have weight plates, like any kind of stick loaded plates like the other ones are, this one you can actually load like heavy canvas bag, a sandbag. Just get creative with things if you don't have an adjustable dumbbell like I have. But again, for the price, I think it's great. It's really smooth. The attachments that it came with all feel really good. It really feels like it's just like a regular cable machine in a gym, really. And yeah, you definitely can do a lot of pulling stuff. You can do abdominal crunches. You can do some oblique stuff. You can do that kind of chest press that I showed you guys earlier. I was kind of leaning down pressing. Rear flies. You can do front flies, like chest flies. I didn't show that as well. But it opens up a lot more doors. It's been having a lot of fun with this thing, and I know I'm going to be using this thing a lot in the future. You don't really need a whole lot of weight, so don't worry too much about that. But again, if I factor this into the calculator between this or the suspension trainer, like if you factor another $38, what we were working with, you're sitting at roughly $371, which leads me to the next thing I'd recommend. Last but definitely not least, is some form of adjustable dumbbell. And I've linked these adjustable dumbbells a lot before, but the 100-pound pair is out of stock right now. It goes in stock later on. But even a 52-pound just single for $129, in my opinion, isn't a bad deal, because I oftentimes am just using single dumbbells recently. Yeah, it's nice to have two, but if you're just getting by with what you have right now, a single is fine, I think. You can definitely buy cheaper stuff like sandbags or stand adjustable weights. Those are other options on Amazon. But if you just linked with this 52-pound single, which is usually always available on Amazon, and for the $129, not a bad deal. So that leaves you at basically a straight $500, and that just opens up doors for, again, single arm dumbbell stuff. You can attach it to the pulleys as another option for an external load. Just a great kind of addition to this whole setup as far as keeping it roughly around $500 and getting maximal benefits, and also having really fun workouts in the process into the new year. I can't imagine people really getting sick of this, but even if you did get sick of it, it doesn't cost a lot, so you could just unload this stuff and not feel like you're really lost out in too much. If this was informative, hopefully this was, Definitely, it's helpful if you guys like the video and subscribe, but hopefully you guys have a good start to the new year. Thanks.